Hello everyone. So today we are going to learn about the types of bacteria. In previous video we have seen the structure of bacteria and its classification on the basis of cell wall in very short. In this lecture we are going to talk about the types of bacteria. So the bacteria are classified on the basis of shapes. Bacteria are unicellular prokaryotic organisms, and where bacteria exactly found is, we talk about the locations where bacteria can be found. Then there is no limit. Anywhere that you can see, that you cannot see, you can imagine, you cannot imagine. Everywhere bacteria are present in air, in water, on your hand, face, normally even flora. In space, there are some researchers where in space also some bacteria are present. So bacteria are everywhere. There is saying, if you take 1 gram of soil in your hand, it can have millions of bacteria. That is the case in water also. If you take a clean water that is visible to you as a clean water, could also contain the millions of bacteria. So bacteria are everywhere. So it is necessary for us to study about the bacteria. It is proven that the oldest life form is in the form of bacteria. So that's why we are talking about the bacteria. There are some harmful bacteria, but most of the bacteria are not harmful to us. So that's why even if they are present in air, water, or on your body, they are useful. 90% of the bacteria are useful to yourself. There are bacteria present in your internal organs, your gut also. So bacteria are not always harmful. So on the basis of shape, there are some types of bacteria that we are going to look at now. So there is the first type of bacteria that are called round shaped bacteria. In this spherical shape, round shaped bacteria are present. That are also called the coccus. Singular it is called as a coccus, and if there are plural, we call this as a cocci. Then there is a rod shaped bacteria, which is rod shaped. You can look here. And it is called as a bacillus when it is singular, and bacilli as a plural. Then there is a comma shaped bacteria we call as a vibrio. It is a form of a rod shaped bacteria only. It is just a curvy rod shaped bacteria that we call the comma shaped or a vibrio. Then there is a spiral shaped bacteria. You can see the spiral arrangement over there. And there is one modification of a spiral shaped bacteria which is called as a spirochetes, which is the compact form of spiral shaped bacteria. These are some examples of these bacteria according to its shape. There is an example of round shaped bacteria, which is Streptococcus pyogenes. What is Streptococcus exactly, that we will see in few minutes. Then there is a rod shaped bacteria called the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This is very familiar bacteria for us, which this bacteria can cause or infect in the disease of tuberculosis. So it is very familiar bacteria for all of us, and it is very dangerous. So it is rod shaped bacteria. Then vibrio shaped bacteria is a vibrio cholerae. This bacteria can infect us with a disease called cholera that we are all familiar with. Then the spiral shaped bacteria example is Helicobacter pyrrole. This is also a pathogen, and it is very harmful for us. Then the spirochete example is Treponema pallidum. So these are some examples of these bacteria on the basis of its shapes. Then I have just earlier said that what is Streptococcus, I will tell in few minutes. So there are some more classifications of coccus or round shaped bacteria on the basis of their arrangement, the structural arrangement. So if you can see, if there are two spherical shaped bacteria is found, like two rounds are attached to each other, it is called as a diplococci. If there is a chain of circles, if there is chain of spheres are present, if the structure is like this, if there is a chain of this, there is a chain of these spheres, it is called as a streptococci. And if there is a cluster of these round shaped it is in a linear form, then we call it as a streptococci. And if it is in cluster form, like grapes like structure, if these rounds are like these, then it is called as a staphylococci. So there are three types of round shaped bacteria. One is like if two spheres are present, then we will call it diplococci. If three, triplococci. If there is a chain of spheres, we call it as a streptococci. And if there is a cluster of these spheres, we call it as a staphylococci. Then the rod shaped bacteria, it is also same. If two rods are present or attached to each other in this way, in head-to-head way, it is called as a diplobacilli. And if there are if the arrangement of rod is like this, if there is side-by-side arrangement, it is called as a pallidace. These are some examples and classification of bacteria on the basis of shapes. So I hope you have now the brief idea of what are the classifications of bacteria based on their shapes. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching my lecture. You can share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.